The dim glow of the twin moons cast long shadows over the sprawling city of Askalon. In the bustling market square, a young human named Caleb busied himself arranging goods in his modest stall. Caleb was an anomaly on the planet Zelthora, where humans were a rare sight amidst towering, elegant aliens with shimmering skin and glowing eyes. Yet, despite his outsider status, Caleb had managed to carve out a life for himself. It was during one of these mundane days that she appeared, Talyra, an alien girl of noble descent. Her violet eyes glimmered like stars, and her silvery skin shimmered in the sunlight. As she approached Caleb's stall, heads turned and whispers fluttered like the wind. Talyra was not just any alien. She was a member of the Zoran dynasty, renowned for their wealth and power. Caleb looked up from his wares and froze. "Can I help you?" he asked, his voice tinged with curiosity and a hint of nervousness. Talyra tilted her head, studying him intently. "You're the human everyone talks about." "Caleb, is it?" He nodded, still wary of her intentions. "That's me. Are you looking for something?" She smiled, a gesture that seemed both genuine and mischievous. "Not something, Caleb. Someone." Before he could process her words, she continued. "I've decided to marry you." The proposal. The marketplace fell silent as her words hung in the air. Caleb's jaw dropped, and his heart raced. "Excuse me," he stammered. Talyra's smile remained unwavering. "You heard me. I've chosen you as my life partner. It's an honor not many receive, you know." Caleb blinked, struggling to find the right words. I'm flattered, really, but why me? I'm just a simple trader." You. Her expression softened. "Precisely. You're different. Unique. Humans have a charm about them, and you, Caleb, have captivated me. But beyond that, I've grown weary of the pomp and politics of my world. I want something real, and you represent that." Caleb sighed, running a hand through his hair. "Talyra, I appreciate your honesty, but marriage is a big deal. It's not something I can agree to on a whim." Her violet eyes darkened slightly. "Are you rejecting me?" The question hung heavy in the air, and Caleb felt the weight of every gaze in the market on him. I'm not saying no," he replied carefully. "But I'm not saying yes, either. Can we talk about this?" The courtship. Over the following weeks, Talyra's determination to win Caleb's heart became the talk of Askalon. She would visit his stall daily, bringing exotic gifts and engaging him in spirited conversations. At first, Caleb was overwhelmed by her persistence, but as time passed, he began to see beyond her noble facade. Talyra was intelligent, curious, and surprisingly humble for someone of her status. She listened intently as Caleb shared stories of Earth, a planet she had only read about in ancient texts. In return, she taught him about Zoran customs and traditions, often laughing at his wide-eyed reactions. Despite their growing bond, Caleb remained hesitant. "Talyra, I'm just a human. Your people will never accept me as your partner. And what about my life here? My independence?" She took his hand, her touch warm and reassuring. "I don't care about what others think, Caleb. And as for your independence, I would never take that from you. All I want is for you to give us a chance." The conflict. As rumors of their budding relationship spread, resistance from Talyra's family was swift and fierce. Her father, Lord Zoran, summoned Caleb to the Grand Palace, a place of dazzling opulence that made him feel painfully out of place. "You dare court my daughter?" Lord Zoran's voice boomed through the hall. His eyes, a deeper violet than Talyra's, bore into Caleb. Caleb straightened his back, meeting the alien lord's gaze. "I didn't ask for this, my lord. Talyra sought me out." The alien lord's expression hardened. "Do you think you're worthy of her? A lowly human?" Before Caleb could respond, Talyra stepped forward, her voice firm. "Father, I choose him. It's my decision, not yours." The tension in the room was palpable. Lord Zoran glared at his daughter. "You're making a mistake. The council will never approve of this union." Talyra's defiance was unwavering. "Then I'll renounce my title if I have to. I won't let politics dictate my heart." The turning point. As days turned into weeks, the pressure on Caleb mounted. Talyra's devotion was undeniable, but so were the challenges they faced. The council's opposition grew louder, and Caleb began to question whether their love was worth the cost. One evening, as they stood beneath the twin moons, Caleb voiced his doubts. Talyra, this isn't just about us. Your people, your family, they'll never accept me. I don't want to be the cause of your pain. She cupped his face in her hands, her eyes shimmering with unshed tears. Caleb, love isn't about what's easy. It's about fighting for what matters. You matter to me, and I'll fight for us, no matter what. Her words stirred something deep within him. For the first time, Caleb began to see a future where they could be together, despite the odds. The resolution. In a bold move, Talyra addressed the council, publicly declaring her love for Caleb and her intent to marry him. Her speech was passionate and heartfelt, and it resonated with many. While some remained opposed, others began to see the sincerity of her feelings. Lord Zoran, though reluctant, eventually relented. If this is what you truly want, Talyra, then so be it. But know that the path you've chosen will not be easy. Talyra smiled, her determination unshaken. Nothing worth having ever is, father. The wedding. Under the light of the twin moons, Caleb and Talyra exchanged vows in a ceremony that blended human and Zoran traditions. The marketplace, once filled with whispers of scandal, now buzzed with celebration. As they stood together, hand in hand, Caleb finally understood what Talyra had been trying to show him all along. Love was not about fitting into expectations or following traditions. It was about finding someone who saw you for who you truly were and choosing to stand by them, no matter the challenges. And as Talyra leaned in to whisper, "Thank you for choosing me, Caleb," he smiled, his heart full. "Thank you for not giving up on me," he replied. Together, they stepped into a future that was uniquely theirs, proving that love could indeed transcend worlds.